Something is really fishy. Something is really fishy about the Ukrainian-Russian war. And it is really because when you look at countries that are sanctioning Russia, Australia, Canada, United States, the UK, they're really gung-ho on sanctions. They're sanctioning the oligarchs. They're taking their yachts, their shit, and these are the oligarchs. They're not politicians, okay? They're not politicians, but they're going after the billionaires, business oligarch guys, you know. And France took a $600 million yacht for one oligarch, and another one was seized. And it's really to a point that something's really fishy going on. Because the president of Ukraine is wanting a no-fly zone over Ukraine. And most of the stuff that Russia's using is like look like they have that it was used during the Cold War and World War II and Vietnam. Tanks, trucks, choppers and shit. You know? And the captured soldiers are telling a different story from what President Biden, President Dumbshit, in the media is saying. It's really because the soldiers are telling a different story from what the president and Vice President Cunt Harris media is saying. Now the talk about now we're hearing a lot about the power plant, Chernobyl, and it's still a huge part of Chernobyl is still radioactive, and it hasn't been used in years. They're saying Russia is going to take over the Chernobyl power plant. Well, it hasn't been used in what, 30 since '86 when the disaster happened. I mean, a good portion of people died, especially the workers that worked at the plant have died because of radiation. You know, and if you look at the map, Russia's not going in. They're surrounding the east part of Ukraine. Surrounding. If they were in Kiev, the middle part of Ukraine would be red. It's not red. I'm not defending anybody here. I'm just saying, what got here from what now Australia has imposed sanctions on 33 Russian businessmen, including Chelsea FC owner. How could U.S. sanctions on Russia speed up de-dollarism and help rise of the yuan? Never heard of that. Chinese embassy in U.S. rejects claim Russia asked China for help in Ukraine. There's a lot of U.S. National Security Advisor, Beijing will face consequences if it helps Moscow dodge sanctions. Russia MOD. Up to 180 foreign missionaries killed in the Russia strike in Ukraine training centers. Russian armed forces destroy Ukrainian command post in high precision strike. And this is from Sputnik. Europe may pay price for encouraging Kiev against implement Minsk Accords, observers say. YouTube blocked Sputnik News worldwide. Really? Really? Because, the only way you can get around that is using a VPN. Blame Putin for everything. Biden pins blame on Putin for domestic woes. Will it work? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Putin had nothing to do with our gas prices going up. It's fucking Biden's fault. Everything's fucking going up because of this motherfucker in the White House. Meta moves to allow hate speech against Russians fosters xenophobia, racism, and journalist warns. Meta moves to allow hate speech against Russians fosters xenophobia and racism, journalist warns. But yet, they're blocking hate speech, as they call it, hate speech against anybody of color, creed, whatever. Which, hate speech is free speech. But I'm for the First Amendment. Russian FM. Moscow will not ask Russian sanctions to be lifted. Pressure will not change its course. Again, this is from the Russian Foreign Minister. Moscow will not ask Russian sanctions to be lifted. Pressure will not change its course. Then they say that Beijing will be punished if now here's the thing. The U.S. National Security Advisor, Beijing will face consequences if it helps Moscow dodge sanctions. This is the asshole who's in the Biden administration, one of the worst ever in our history. Let's see here. Evidence of a 40,000-year-old modern culture unearthed in China, archaeologists say. Scientists seek to use cosmic ray to probe secret hidden within the Great Pyramid of Giza. Wow. I mean, it's fucking fishy, man. You know. I mean, it's. Even the doctor who's part of the staff who worked under the last administration, who works for this administration, saying that Biden has no idea what he's doing. He mentions his cognitive problem, because Biden looks like he's fucked up as it is, man. I mean, to people who voted him in, I hope you enjoy this guy, because you're getting exactly what you're paying for. Okay? You voted in a dumbass, a dumb shit. The guy actually is tough. He's not tough because he's not all fucking there. He's not all fucking there. And so, if Trump was still in office, Russia wouldn't be doing what they're doing now. But it seems ever since Cold War ended in 91, officially 91, KGB went poof, gone, no longer around. I mean, it's like everything was fine. Nobody blamed Russia for anything throughout the 90s, under the Bush administration. Nothing. Because Cold War's over, but under the Obama administration, Obama wants to go to toe-to-toe with Putin, a former KGB guy. And Putin made Obama his bitch for 8 years. Just like Putin's making Biden his bitch for the first couple of years. Because even though we're not getting involved, it's a good thing we're not getting involved, but yet it seems that it's a playbook from 2011. Because even though we didn't do anything, we didn't get involved in the Libya chaos and there and shit, it was France and NATO that got involved. And we had rebels paid by us. Paid by us. We hired some rebels, CIA trained, to take out Gaddafi. Question is why? Because he was creating a currency called the dinar. A gold currency called the dinar that would benefit all of Africa, all from the whole country of Africa. Libya, Africa, Sudan, the Congo, all that. I mean, it just, and they killed them for it. They killed them for it. Because any country that no longer accepts the dollar as the world currency, you got to somehow mysteriously take them out. Really? You're going to take someone out because they choose not to accept the dollar as the world's currency? Fuck that shit. If a country don't want to accept our dollar as the world's currency, it's their choice. Could we see a repeat? I mean, we were supposed to take out Assad, you know, from Syria. How did that work? Did it work too well? Somehow, even a Russian businessman wants to take out Putin himself. He put a bounty on Putin, right? Really? You're going to put a bounty on your own president? That's like a descendant of John Wilkes Booth was paid to take out fucking Trump. Really? You going to do that shit? And I did a video earlier today talking about Google and Apple. Took the shit out. They announced they're going to remove RT and Sputnik. the news apps off their app store. Really? Really? Because, hey Google, I don't think you did a good job, because I can still download Sputnik, motherfucker. And I can still download RT, my friend. Pressure on Putin begins to have some effects. U.S. make NATO threat. The U.S. makes NATO threat after Russia strikes base in Polish border. Chinese embassy responds to claim Moscow asked for military assistance. U.S. will scrap Iran deal before agreeing on Russia on sanctions media. Ukraine donation by Oscar-winning actor debunked by media as fake. Tennis star Oscar addresses heckler after latest on-court meltdown. Moscow and Kiev may soon come to an agreement, Russian negotiator. A member of the Russian negotiation team, Leonid Slutsky, has said he believes the significant progress he has observed in talks between Moscow and Kiev might soon lead the two sides in a conflict sign an agreement. Speaking on RT Arabic on Sunday, Slutsky, who also chairs the state's Dumas Committee on International Affairs, said, "If we compare the position of both delegates at the talks at the very beginning today, we see significant progress. Again, significant progress. I'm happy to report that, according to my personal expectations, in the next few days, the progress may develop into a joint position after the delegations and into document to sign." Russia has constantly accused Ukrainian nationalists of using civilians as cover and preventing their evacuation through humanitarian corridors. To be honest, I think there's much more to this conflict between Ukraine and Russia, because again, it's really fishy, really fucking fishy. Someone is saying that Putin's sick. And that's from our media, saying that someone in our resource says that Putin is sick. He ain't sick. They're going after Putin because of the Crimea secession. Because the people of Crimea voted to succeed from Ukraine and become part of the Russian Federation. It all started under Obama. Obama says, "We do not see that as an actual election." Like we give a shit of what he thinks. this is us again putting our nose into where it does not belong. See, the thing is, our government has a problem with putting their nose into something that don't belong. If Putin is saying that the reason they're in Ukraine is they're going after Nazism, Ukraine Nazis and shit. Now, if there's a rebirth of Nazism in Ukraine, okay, well, take care of it, because this world don't want to see a repeat from World War II. We want these Nazi idiots to fucking stay dead, man. Because, I mean, shit, we got our own version of the neo-Nazis here in the United States. You know? I hate Nazis, man. All Nazis should fucking die, man. Shit. I thought they died after World War II. Well, guess not. Guess not. You know? But that's just my opinion, you know? It's the ideology that should die. The ideology should die. You know? And, but do I agree with the invasion of Ukraine by Russia? Probably not. No. But if there's a reason for it, what's the real reason for this invasion into Ukraine? Because if you notice, there's a little area between Ukraine and Russia, a little area. And it's independent. Ukraine don't claim it. Russia don't claim it. It's just this little area between two countries here, you know. And it's awfully funny because what we're being told, and from what the captured we're being told by our own media and government one thing, and then you have the captured Russian soldiers telling us another thing, which, you know, even they don't know what they're doing. Even they don't know what's going on, because, you know, I don't think that Biden has the balls to go meet Putin. I think Biden is afraid of Putin. I think he is. You know, I'm not pro any. You know, I'm just stating the fact here, because Obama was scared to meet Putin. The guy was scared, man. When Trump met Putin, hey, no fear, man. The guy, between Trump and Biden, Trump has more balls and brains than Biden. Okay. Would Biden go to North Korea and meet Kim Jong-un? Oh, fuck no. He ain't got the fucking balls. Donald Trump had balls, man. He had balls. He had more balls than the Democratic Party combined. Okay? That's fact there. Okay? Donald Trump had more balls than the Democratic Party and the rhinos combined. Okay? He met up with Rocket Man, Kim Jong-un, in North Korea, actually. North Korea. He went and met Putin face to face. That's balls there. Was Biden gonna do it? Oh, fuck no. Biden ain't got the brains or the balls to do shit, man. He's controlled by handlers, man. People from the behind the scenes and shit. You know. If we had Trump in office right now, none of this shit would happen. None of this shit would happen. But the people that voted for Biden has become more dumber than Biden is. Because they voted in this dumbass. And if you voted for Biden, you're a dumbass. You're a dumbass that voted another dumbass in office. And now you're paying for his dumbassery, and good luck. You're getting the benefits of being a more bigger dumb shit than you are now. I'm not pro-Ukraine. I'm not pro-Russia. I'm just speaking from the heart. You know, common sense, man. Common sense, speaking from the heart here, you know. But I'm calling out Google and Apple. Okay? I'm calling out YouTube. Okay? These motherfuckers are, look, the media, for one, is a much bigger dumbass media than we. Look, they're biased. They're fucking biased, man. They're fucking biased, dude. You know? And they cater to the politicians that are bought and paid for. Okay? They are. The media, they serve the politicians who are bought and paid for. By what? The banks, corporations and shit have deep pockets of rolling. Hey. Every politician that's a Democrat and a rhino are bought and paid for. Remember that. They're like a prostitute willing to spread their legs and bend over for anybody that's willing to. How do we know? Ask Kamala Harris. She's a host. She's a retired whore who became a vice presidential hoe. Yeah. She basically flat back hand kneed herself to the very top as VP. I bet she blew Joe Biden's wife. Oh, I'm sorry. That must be Biden wearing his wife's clothes. I'm sorry for that. No, I'm not. I'm not sorry for that. Never will be. She probably blew Biden to become VP. Joe, if you pick me as president, VP, I'll blow you as a thank you. Well, the whole thing, I mean, come on, man. Joe and the hoe. Shit. The View. What? Instead of calling it The View, they should rename it The Cunts Who Talk Too Fucking Much. Yeah. I mean, the whole issue with the media argument. I mean, do you think the sanctions are going to work? They're not going to work. They never worked in the fucking first place. Okay, it ain't going to fucking work. Our own people saying, let's send jets to Poland. Fucking dumb shit says no. We're not getting involved. That I don't know. I don't know if it's a smart thing or a dumb thing to say. I don't know. Either one, I don't care. But I do hope this conflict would end. I really do. I would really love to see this conflict end. To be honest, I do. But if it don't, could this be World War III? Hope not. Hope not. Because that would be really fucked up if it was. I mean, but then again, who knows? Alright folks, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you want to share, hit the if you're new to this channel, please leave a like, subscribe, comment below, share this video with people you know, and always live healthy, happy, wise. I love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out. Godspeed.